Yeah,
come
you
in.
do.
So
I'm here for it.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Well, it's amazing, and it's so well deserved. Homer, you are a living legend, as you say, and as we all love and adore you, and you continue to put Milwaukee on the map. Speaking of putting Milwaukee on the map, you see how I did that?
Yes. Yes, I got it.
First of all, good morning, Truth Nation.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that you are having a great week. I'm gonna keep it 101.7, Homer.
There you go.
I've lived in Dallas now for about 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I travel all over. I just flew in this morning. I landed at 1 o'clock.
Literally this morning, yeah.
From San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing a speaking engagement out there. And as I'm landing, okay, because just so y'all know, our amazing producer, Andrew, he's so committed. He's texting at like 12:30 in the morning. I was like, bro, that's crazy because I just landed at Mitchell Airport.
Right.
As I'm landing, I get a breaking news update from WISN 12 News.
I wonder what that could have been.
And the headline says, viral video from Brewers game. Shout out to the Milwaukee Brewers also because they are crushing it. Game leads to Make-A-Wish Wisconsin board members' resignation. Now, that to me, I'm like, wait a minute, how is this? Let me see this video. Like, what's going on?
Right.
Truth Nation, let's just do this, Homer, before we get into it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We're gonna play this video for you, Truth Nation.
Yeah, for those of you who have not been privy to seeing this video, and you'll understand why it went viral. And I think this is one of the ones, DT, that it needed to go viral. It needed to go viral because, as I keep reminding people, sheets are off. You know, there used to be, you had to kind of hide it. And when we play this clip and begin to talk about it more, you'll understand what I mean by, hiding things. And it's like, you are who? Just like at the concert when they done the spotlight cam and they had the CEO, you feel what I'm saying, along with a mistress. And hello broke loose.
Listen.
But we got the clip ready now.
If just for all the listeners tuning in, okay, across Milwaukee, across the country, first and foremost, thank you for tuning in. Now, before we play this clip, picture this. You're at a baseball game.
Yep.
You got your hot dog in your hand.
Yep.
You got your jersey on your back.
Yep.
You're repping your team, whether it's the Dodgers or the Brewers, you're repping your team.
Mm-hmm.
And you're having what we call a friendly rivalry exchange with the person or the people next to you. And by the way, I just came back from D.C. I was at the Monday Night Football game for my Bears.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, them Commanders fans, they feel about the Bears like the Bears feel about the Packers.
Okay, yeah, because if you would have said the other word, it would have been
I know, I can't. I'm trying to be better.
It would have been a verbal confrontation.
That's just a part of the game, right?
That's right.
It's a part of the game.
Key word, game.
Game. But in the middle of all what is supposed to be
that's right,
friendly, family, fun, and I never can say this word, rivalry, someone looks you in the face and says, let's just play the video.
That part.
Quiet! Wait, what is this? I'm sorry.
You know what? Let's call ICE.
Call ICE. Call ICE. I'm a U.S. citizen. We're veteran, baby girl. We're veteran. 2 wars. ICE is not going to do nothing to me. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Call ICE. Call them. Call them.
Now, what you just heard is exactly what you heard. This happened at American Family Field here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where a Dodgers fan who happens to be a United States military veteran by the name of Ricardo Fasado was told by a Brewers fan, and I quote, "You know what? let's call ICE.
Right.
The moment was caught on camera. And as of yesterday, Andrew, help me out here, brother. Well, we got about 2.2 million views.
Yep, 2.2 million.
2.2 million views where, and we're going to get into who she is and her name and all that. Let's call ICE. Now, the moment, again, was caught on camera. It has went viral. And by the next day, that fan, who's not only, or was, an attorney for Manpower Group, who happens to be world headquartered here in Milwaukee.
Absolutely.
A board member of Make-A-Wish, a woman with status, has now lost her job.
That's because I made a wish. My wish was, you gonna learn today. That was my wish. You know what I'm saying? So I made a wish that you gonna learn today that despite what the orange man is projecting and having people remove things that would normally hide their identity and hide their true feelings and emotions, and now they feel like we can say it, we can represent it, we can give medals of freedom, we can, to people that clearly don't like or care about us.
And, Homer, to your point, your earlier point too, we're talking about a baseball game.
Right.
And, the thing that I love about sports, food, and music is that it's the three entities that traditionally and typically bring people together.
Correct.
Like, I could be a black woman with a Bears fan jersey on, and when I go to Lambeau Field, all my black friends, it is not about black. It's about green and gold.
Yep.
I love how sports, I love how concerts, I love how food gatherings bring people together. So for this lady, and I promise y'all, we're going to get into the government name and everything.
That's right.
Because this is the what? This is the truth in the morning.
Right. We had to learn how to pronounce it, but we got it now.
What?
She going to learn today. My wish came true.
You got folks on the YouTube message board cracking up. And by the way, please, if you're able to, go to YouTube, search for 101.7 FM, The Truth, and you can see Homer Blow and the legendary Homer Blow and your girl DT live and in person.
And we're on Facebook Live.
And we're on Facebook Live. And we're on X, yes, formerly known as Twitter. It's about how, and I hope all my fellow humans that are white or non-black, see, this is what we be talking about. Why is it always gonna be about race? Exactly. Because here it is. These are the everyday moments.
Right.
Dear white people, these are the everyday moments. I don't know if this man flew in from L.A., if he lives here. Do we know that, Andrew? I don't know. But the fact that he was a Dodgers fan.
Right, a fan, I mean, you shouldn't be, discriminated against. Like, we know exactly what she was talking about. And the thing with that is like, at any other moment, why would you choose to say that if it's not showing your true colors?
And say it in a way like it was just, she goes, you know what?
It was natural. It flowed.
She didn't be like, you know what? She was like, you know what? Let's call ICE.
Right.
And what I really want to understand is that all the white men that were like standing around her, like if you look at the video, which by the way, it is on the front page of WISN 12. It's on the front page.
Right.
If you look at the video, because I'm all about like what's going on in the background. I'm not focusing on the focal point. I'm focusing on what's happening on the background.
Right.
There's a couple of white guys. They were sitting down. They started to stand up like, what you want to do?
Right. We got to get ready to take care of our first set of bills. Definitely want to hear from you, Truth Nation. 833-212-1017. Borrowed from Bailey Coleman. I like when she do the 1017. So 833-212-1017. We want to hear from you this morning. What is your thoughts? All I want to say is that some of them don't really care about us. We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
I'm going to say something. I'm a conservative, as you know. I might not agree with you all the time, but even when I don't agree with you, you crack me up. And the other guy, he just pretends conservative all day. And you do make me think. But when you do better than anyone, you think on your feet.
Now that was a compliment coming from somebody who is as Trump-loving as he is, that can appreciate what we do here.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Elevate your game day gear or any outfit with official merchandise from the Milwaukee Bucks Pro Shop. From authentic jerseys to exclusive apparel and accessories, the Bucks Pro Shop has everything you need to showcase your fandom wherever you go. Cheer the deer to victory with authentic Milwaukee Bucks items. Visit us at the Bucks Pro Shop at Fiserv Forum or Bayshore Mall, or shop online at shop.bucks.com.
It's 101.7 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 10/31 of 2025.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Calling all Black-owned business owners and entrepreneurs. Are you looking to share your story and grow your reach? We have teamed up with Associated Bank for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, four lucky business owners will win an opportunity to spotlight their brand and journey on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. To sign up for your business spotlight interviews, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That is blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC. If you're just tuning in, good morning. Good morning. There was a confrontation at the Brewers game where a woman threatened to call Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE, on a Dodgers fan. And this video, y'all, has gone viral and resulted in her resignation and job loss. Now, the Dodgers superfan, who is also a United States military veteran by the name of Ricardo Posado, recorded the incident during Game 2 of the National League Championship Series at American Family Field. Now, the Posado said the exchange began as a friendly banter with Brewers fans, but then it escalated when one fan took it too far. We're going to play the video again. You can also watch it on our YouTube channel. Let's check it out.
Yep.
Hey, wait, what is this? I'm sorry.
You know what? Let's call ICE.
Call ICE. Call ICE. I'm a U.S. citizen. We're veteran, baby girl. We're veteran. 2 wars. ICE is not going to do nothing to me. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Call ICE. Call them. Call them.
Now, it has been confirmed, Homer.
Mm-hmm.
The woman that said, you know what? Just call ICE. Her name is Shannon Kobe Larsick. Shannon Kobe Larsick, who was, the operative word being was, an attorney of all professions.
That part.
At the Milwaukee-based world headquarters staffing firm Manpower. Now, Manpower, and I quote, has stated that as soon as we became aware of this video, the individual was placed on immediate leave, and we began an investigation. As a result of this process, the employee is no longer with the organization. Now, what's really messed up is that not only was she in a very highly visible, business-critical decision-making position with Manpower, she also sat on the board of directors for Make-A-Wish, Wisconsin. And she is also, and I'm doing the air quotes, resigned from her board of directors position at Make-A-Wish.
Yeah. I wonder how many children didn't get a fair chance. Because this isn't something new. And everybody is supposed to have fair access to Make-A-Wish. Doesn't matter your race. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You're supposed to be able to do that. So that's why I just had, when the incident, I saw it and it went viral, I made a wish.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying? And my wish came true. My wish came true. But you just think about what happens when people do certain things like that. It makes you question everything else. Like, okay, so where did this play a role in a Hispanic or a Latino? And now with where they're doing what they're doing with ICE is it's black people, any black, brown, you get what I'm saying? Any people of color that are being detained, and you're seeing the videos just viral all over where they don't care, citizen or not. They coming at you and sending you through this, and you got to go through all this other little stuff, and it's crazy. But I'm glad that they FAFOing, as you say. You know what I mean?
And she got FAFO'd real quick and real hard. Now, here's the question, because I know a lot of people that are going to be talking about this all over the country are going to be saying, well, should she have lost her job?
Yep, that's I'm telling you, they're going to say it.
My question is, what does this moment reveal about where we are as a country when a simple baseball game turns into a racist attack? And thank you, Andrew, for our producer fact-checking. He indeed was from L.A. So you know he going to go back.
That's right.
And like I said, living in Dallas for now almost 3 years and traveling, I consider Milwaukee home. I lived in Milwaukee longer than any other place that I've lived.
Right.
And I am forever indebted to Milwaukee. With that being said, I'm going to tell y'all right now, especially the folks that don't travel that much, this does not help the reputation of Wisconsin or Milwaukee. Because
what do you mean by that?
Because people already from the outside looking in see Wisconsin as a racist state. A state where black folks cannot thrive. They cannot, and it's very segregated. And then when you talk about Milwaukee, I can't tell you, Homer, I promise you, and I'm not exaggerating, I could probably count maybe, based on recollection, 5 times where I've told people, hey, I moved here from Milwaukee. They'll either say, black people live in Milwaukee?
Yep.
Or, where's Milwaukee? What state is that in? Or that's Jeffrey? I mean, all these negative.
Yep. Laverne and Shirley, Happy Days, all that.
And don't black people get killed all the time? Aren't they? It's never anything positive.
Right.
And it hurts to say it as much as it hurts to hear it. But the majority of the reactions to Milwaukee is either racist. Why do you live there? What is there to do there? Are there black people there? And now you have this viral video, over 2.2 million views since the game. And I bring that up because for her to just be in that type of position, Homer, and just be able to say it like it was nothing, proves that ICE is being used as a weapon towards someone's identity.
Absolutely. Again, Truth Talk text lines are open 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. Want to get some great mornings in to those of you who are watching us on YouTube. And remember, whether you're going to our YouTube page, our Facebook page, or our X page, while you're there, make sure you like and subscribe. But RN Kawanda, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Dr. Clarissa Lawrence, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Pulse Check Wisconsin, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Willie Jones, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Venus Jones, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Anita Nicole, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Sister Lorena Star Marie, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. That one guy, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Babar, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Fred Hale, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Ken RU 0351, right? Ryu. In this day and time, it's not about race, it's about the rich and the poor. We'll talk about that. Jasmine Gooden, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. I get it now. Is that what y'all on? Great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Tamisha Gilbert, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Dead Girl, I don't know, that's a good name. But Dead Girl, 2820, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. She said Manpower should go black and review her work. I think that all of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all of that.
Who said that?
That's the Dead Girl 2820.
You're
and
so
Mike
alive.
Travis, great morning. Love you, appreciate you.
You're so alive.
I know.
So here's my thing. In addition to what, I don't even like saying that. Dead Girl, I got to respect her username, though, 2820. So, Homer, and this is for you in Truth Nation, because I want to understand, if Ricardo had not video recorded this, would you, if you were at the Brewers game and you witnessed it, would you have stayed silent?
Nope.
Or would you have said something? Because this is where we are reminded that racist white people have been getting away. I mean, if she, think about what she talks about in her house as she's representing as an attorney.
Absolutely. That's all. I immediately go there.
So what would you have done if you were at the Brewers game? And I'm going to start with you, Homer, and then definitely Truth Nation. Our Truth Talk and text line is 833-212-1017. You can text, you can call in. We've got our YouTube message board as well as other social media platforms. What would you have done in that moment?
Well, because I know how society and the system works, I would have handled it with tact. So, they say tact, the ability to tell someone where they can go without having to use those exact words. I would have used my mental ability and my verbiage to be able to say some things to her that would have let her know that, how does that feel? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know how to say something without having to say certain things. It's like being able to change things when you're on terrestrial radio as opposed to what you could say on internet radio or on a podcast where FCC regulations won't be able to do anything to you. But if I was in another zone, she would get all of it.
Because here's what's happening now. I know we got to go to break. When we come back to break, Truth Nation, because here's the thing. This happened in Milwaukee. It's going viral. And especially to the black and brown listeners. Number one, I love y'all. Number two, when we come back from break, as a certified communication coach, because I want to make sure that each of us are prepared for what you're going to hear. You're going to hear this a lot, okay? And we as black folks especially, we got to apply emotional regulation. So when we come back from break, I'm going to give you some talking points because this is what you're going to hear a lot. She didn't mean it that way.
Right.
Okay? So when you hear that, it's going to be a trigger. But I'm going to give you some tips to navigate and handle that because in all seriousness, for a lot of people that have no idea what it's like to be impacted by racism day after day, minute after minute, in just normal situations like a baseball game, this is a coachable and teachable moment. So when we come back, I'm going to give y'all some things to consider to say when you hear some I was going to say a bad word.
Yeah. That's why we'll be black. We'll be black.
That way.
We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Fall in Milwaukee, where the air is crisp, the drinks are cold, and the good times are just heating up. Stroll Milwaukee's lakefront and explore its parks as they burst into a kaleidoscope of golds, ambers, and reds. Raise a glass at a beer garden that feels like a neighborhood block party, Milwaukee style. And just as the temps fall, Brewers baseball is turning up the heat. October dreams are made right here. This season, every color, every cheer, every sip, it all comes together in Milwaukee. Craft your perfect getaway at visitmilwaukee.org.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Here is Tory Lowe with his truth.
It's official. July 5th is Tory Lowe Day in the city of Milwaukee and Milwaukee County. I am humbled to receive this proclamation from the mayor's office and the county executive's office. To me, this day represents life and purpose and being driven by passion to serve and empower others. It's about being unselfish and answering the call to help those in need and living life with intention. Despite challenges and obstacles, I remain focused on creating real change in my community, county, and state. This recognition isn't about me. It's about the collective efforts of those who supported me along the way. It's about the resilience and determination that defines my journey. As we celebrate this day, I want to leave you with a challenge. What will you do to create positive change in your community? Will you get out and volunteer, mentor, or simply be a support to a friend? Whatever it is, I urge you to take action. Together we can build a brighter future, one that's filled with hope, opportunity, and empowerment. I am honored to serve, and I am grateful for this recognition. Let's continue to uplift and support one another, striving for a better tomorrow. So what does Tory Lowe Day mean to me? Let's make a difference together. Let's stay committed to our purpose and keep pushing forward even in the face of adversity. I'm excited to see the impact we can make, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve alongside such an amazing community. Now, my question is, what does Tory Lowe Day mean to you?
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Listen to The Tory Lowe Show weekdays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Delays along southbound 41 continue from the county line to Good Hope Road, and then just a little bit heading through the Zoo interchange. Heads up on northbound 43 in Ozaukee County as you're making your way past Mequon Road. We do have a broken down vehicle off on the right shoulder, a little bit of a distraction there. On the southbound side, we do have delays basically from Good Hope Road down past Bender Road. Westbound 94 is heavy from the 25th Street area to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound's got your brake lights coming on around 84th Street, on and off all the way through the Stadium interchange to about 35th. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, partly sunny skies, a slight chance for an afternoon shower, a high of 64. Those slight chance of showers continue for tonight. Mostly cloudy skies with a low of 56. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
When you wish upon a star,
I want to make a wish.
Andrew,
BT, can I make a wish?
I'm not going to HE double hockey stick with y'all.
DT, I like to make a wish. And I wish that people that say things that are racist are vanished from the planet. Can you make my wish come true?
I can't.
I'm wishing upon a star. I'm looking up high, and there I see. She resigned. She was terminated. Thank you. Thank Thank you, DT.
But Homer, she didn't mean it that way. See,
that's a damn lie. She did. Okay,
and that's a valid feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But we know that as black folks, and one of our valued listeners on the YouTube message board brought it up too. Some people call it emotional responsibility. Some people call it emotional regulation. But let me just give y'all some talking points, because you're going to hear this a lot. It's going to be a trigger for a lot of us, and rightfully so. So when you hear or read someone say, well, she didn't mean it that way, because I'm going to tell you, if there's one demographic that gets away with everything, the fragility is white women in this country. Because I told you, as she was literally saying, you know what, let's call ICE or let's call ICE, and the Dodgers fan who is of Hispanic, Latin descent, Spanish, as he's starting to respond, two white guys was standing up like, nuck if you buck. And I said, here we go.
Yep.
So here's the thing. The first thing to understand is when someone says she didn't mean it that way, the intent does not cancel out the impact.
Absolutely.
So let's go ahead and play the whole, well, that's not what she meant, but the impact that it had, and potentially what it could have had to his safety and livelihood.
Absolutely.
If they weren't, because as Andrew had said before, ICE has went to the Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. I wonder why.
Right.
Because we know the demographic.
Why are we hearing that they'll be at the Super Bowl with Bad Bunny as the headline?
Man, I cannot wait for that halftime. I've been really listening to a lot of Bad Bunny here lately. That's a bad brother right there. He can perform.
But something else that somebody brought up on the YouTube page, and it's very valid because I've had my opinions and thoughts on it as well. We go hard for, and maybe it was on the text page, said, why are black people so quick to jump in brown issues, but they don't jump in ours? And that, unfortunately, is a fact for me. I've seen it, and I brought it out when we saw them, the FAFOs that were at the detention centers getting ready to be deported. You feel what I'm saying? They was like, but I supported and I was this. And they showed a little videos of them dancing with maracas and all of that. And now all of a sudden they're crying and, you know, the orange hand for me and all of that. But now it's like, But when we are going through the issues that we've been going through pretty much longer than them.
Because I'm going to do two things. I'm going to finish this little quick mini coaching session, but hold me to this, Homer, to answer your question, because black people, since we have been human trafficked and enslaved in this country, have been taught to forgive white people.
The high road, yeah. Taking the high road.
And I'm just going to go there.
Some of them got vertigo, though. Some of them got vertigo.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. used to always talk about turning the cheek. Don't, resort to violence. Forgive. Peace. And however you feel about it, I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it 101.7 the truth. We as a race have been taught to hate ourselves, excuse me, hate each other, and turn the cheek and forgive everybody else. Now, really quick, when you hear she didn't mean it that way, okay, first thing you got to understand is that you can mean something one way, but when your words, just like this situation, are used to harm or exclude or demean someone based on their physical appearance, the impact is what is the reality.
Correct.
It's not about what you meant. It's about what you did. And as an attorney for a global company, that's headquartered here in Milwaukee, you got to own that. And that's what Manpower and Make-A-Wish did. Now, also, when you hear someone say, she didn't mean it that way, see, that's a comfort flex. It's an attempt to ease, because when typically, whether you're racist or not, as a white person, when you say, oh, and I used to see it all. I'm going to choose my words wisely. Okay.
Tact. See? Tact.
You see how black people,
absolutely,
how we got an attempt to ease the discomfort. of confronting bias. I'm literally telling you that I was offended, and then your response is, she didn't mean it that way. See, that's an attempt to condition me to believe that even though I am disrespected and now emotionally and psychologically harmed, it shifts away the attention from the harm that's done. And it backs the comfort of the person who caused it to where now you're the oppressor and she's the victim.
Right.
Are you with me?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Now, I call it the not that bad trap. And y'all, Andrew, in the name of the Most High, please help me get this mic, because I feel like the devil is busy because he know I'm about to educate some of my people
stop
here.
Doing that.
Okay, here we go. Now, the not that bad, that's a trap. Because what the phrase does is that it minimizes the pain. And think about it. A lot of physicians tell black people, oh, you don't need anesthetics. So even physical and emotional pain are always minimized. And it sends the message that unless the harm is intentional or violent, it doesn't count. And see, that's how microaggressions survive. And when we excuse words like call ICE as a joke, we are telling the whole world, the whole country, that black people's pain, brown people's pain, and any non-white demographic is negotiable.
Right. It's just like when people, some people say, go black to Africa. We were brought over here, not of our own free will and accord. So, and if we were to say, well, go back to Europe, you feel what I'm saying?
Man.
We would get a call from HR and be like, hey, what did you say? Well, I didn't mean it that way. Yeah, okay.
Well, here's the thing, and by no means am I, because I saw the video a lot. There are situations where people can make mistakes. I'm not saying at all that's what this was, because she was very confident. She had her fellow, white men surrounding her. A couple of them started standing up. But this was obviously, the goal, sometimes it has to be in terms of progress. What are we learning from all of this?
Jocelyn Walton on the YouTube page said, and great morning, love you, appreciate you, said, I surely would have said something. It would have been very colorful, but she would have understood my stance.
Jocelyn, I'm going to tell you right now, sis, don't give them that power. It ain't worth it. Because I just had a FAFO moment yesterday. Don't do it. I'm telling you.
And that's why I say it with tact for me, because you'll play right into what they... Because you're gonna be the person that is going to suffer. Papa Hun, great morning, love you, appreciate you, said, what this woman exhibited is not an isolated event. ICE is not, in most cases, just randomly snatching people. When they are pulling people over and snatching them, they are getting tips. In some situations, but they are now. Like, that is what happened in the past, and I'm saying it's still current, but in my opinion, with what we're seeing on these videos from places where ICE has been sent in on a mission, they are randomly snatching people. They are randomly doing it. So it's with intent. It's intentional. It's intentional. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. But when we come back, Pat, I see you on the Truth Talk text lines, 833-212-1017. We definitely want to hear from you, Truth Nation, and let us know what's your truth on this particular topic. I am the legendary Home Blow, along with...
your girl, the effective communication coach, DT.
And she's giving us some free coaching this morning, and I love it. We'll be black.
Y'all deserve it.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
So let me ask you, when the government, and again, I'm doing the air quotes, tightens the belt, who's standing underneath the belt when it snaps back.
This is The Truth Unfiltered with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
Don't want you to agree. Honestly, should I be transparent? I don't really care if you agree. I, like you, want to be heard.
Sundays starting at 7 on 620 WTMJ and Mondays at 6 on 1017 The Truth.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 10/31 of 2025.
1017 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette Hilltoppers football. Join The Truth next Friday night as the Hilltoppers look to finish the season strong as they take on the Germantown Warhawks. Join our coverage starting at 6:30 p.m., leading up to kickoff at 7 p.m. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. And sponsored by Left's Lucky Town, C.G. Schmidt, Capital Insurance Agency, Boyle Fredrickson, Annex Wealth Management, Magic Productions, and Burghardt Sporting Goods.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. One call, that's all.
Don't let a trade-in get in the way of the phone you want. Now you can get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in required, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
We're black. Welcome to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown Milwaukee at the Avenue. DT.
Good morning, Homer.
The legendary home of Blow, and great morning to you. Our Truth Talk text lines are open, and we've got a couple of calls already. 833-212-1017. We're going to Pat. Pat, you hear what we're discussing this morning. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. What's your truth?
Hey, love y'all too. Good morning, family. I just experienced some racism that was unbelievable to me. I was in a professional setting, and I saw a white woman bothering and touching a black woman that was working. And she didn't, the black woman kind of just wanted her to go away, and so she didn't say too much. But I said something as we were walking, and I was saying to my husband, but I said it loud enough so she could hear, that that woman had no business touching that woman. And the lady, the white woman, turned around to me and said, well, what if I touch you? And I said, well, that's not going to be a good idea. And she touched me anyway.
Oh, wow.
And I could not believe, yes, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe, I have never been presented with something like that before in my life. But needless to say, after I gave her those Carisha Shields 2-piece, which I thought about, I don't promote violence, but I just thought about it when you said that we always want to promote peace, 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 peace. And sometimes you got to give people what they deserve.
Yeah.
And luckily,
but next time when you call in, say your name is Teresa. Because,
No. There was cameras.
Okay, because, I'm just saying, like, I don't want nobody to be like, we saw you do the Clarissa Shields, you know what I'm saying? So I was just trying to make sure that, you didn't indicate yourself in a way that somebody could say,
No, there was cameras. There was cameras because I was detained and they told me.
Oh, they did? Oh, they got you already. Oh, okay, they got you. Damn.
Yeah, they got me. But I told them to run the cameras. Run the camera because people can't assault people. Because anytime you touch somebody, that's assault. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So she did actually touch you first.
Yeah, she touched me.
Okay, then. Yeah. Go ahead on. Hey, Pat.
Me.
He went back to the name I'm weak. Well, here's the thing, Pat. Here's the thing, Pat, because you and I we go back. We go back. All right. So and I care about you, genuinely. I care about you. Emotional regulation is not about suppression. Okay, it's strategy. Because like my father told me when I moved to Milwaukee from Evansville, Indiana, and that was my first corporate job at Rockwell Automation, he said, you can't do what they do. And so let me be clear. Regulating your emotions is not about silencing. It's really about strategic. Because when you regulate, it's not about you shrinking, but you're protecting your power instead of giving it away to her. Because she knows exactly what can happen. And here's the thing, Pat, are you ready for this? This just happened to me yesterday at the Phoenix, Arizona International Airport. I was just telling Homer and Andrew, I'm in the American Airlines Admiral's Lounge, whatever you call it, the club or whatever. And Pat, I was repping for the sisters. I was looking great. I had a suit on. I just finished giving a keynote presentation to a majority white audience, which, by the way, they want me to come back. And, I have a lifestyle. And when I walked into the club, I was on the phone working out my hotel reservation, and this guy, he had to be maybe in his late 50s, kept looking at me, white guy, as I'm having this conversation. And he starts shaking his head like, who's this black woman thinks she is, suited and talking all articulate? Where's her? And first of all, why is she in the Admiral's Lounge? That's exactly what I could tell.
Right.
So I walked up to him, and I was like, do I know you? Do we know each other? And he was like, no. And I said, because you keep looking at me.
Right.
And fast forward, Pat, and this just happened yesterday. This is not even 24 hours ago. I walked away. I walked away, Pat, because here's the thing. Regardless of who started it, once it got to the finish line, I guarantee you that I would have been escorted, might even been handcuffed. It would have went viral, not viral, but it would have been video recorded. I'm just saying.
And the police was called, and they asked me if I wanted to press charges on her because she touched me.
Good.
Well, that's good. I'm glad because that's what we call an exception.
I'm just saying, they're not touching. Ain't nobody. These folks is not going to put their hands on me. And if I see them doing something to somebody, especially our people, I'm going to speak up. But thank y'all.
All right. Thank you, Pat. I saw we had, I thought Al was on, but.
Al's coming back?
Okay. Well, Al, call black. It's always great to hear Al's perspective.
Barbar on our YouTube message board, Homer, makes an interesting point, says she will have an executive job lined up in a week. She'll probably have a GoFundMe. She probably got a GoFundMe.
And the craziness, again, when I'm talking about they don't have to wear, covers anymore, it will amass a lot of money. But it should show us something, again, that they're okay with it. She should have been able to say that. It's okay. It's okay. Let her say it. Let her say it. She has a right to say it. But then as soon as we say something that it's not even as detrimental as what she did, see, they always say they will highlight it to the highest degree. We got Al. Al, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. I know you have something spectacular to say. What's your truth, Al? What's your truth?
Well, my truth, considering I have been let go from several corporate jobs because I do speak my mind, any unwanted touch is an assault. And use what they use against you. Sue them for their burial plot. Matter of fact, you want the death that comes from the casket and you want the dirt that surrounds it. Don't let it go not 1 minute. You correct it. And that's what we shall do. And that's what we shall always do. And understand with ICE agents, they're nothing but proud boys and undercover child molesters. And for the big fat black monkeys that work with them, they have absolutely zero immunity, which means you could sue them for everything they got. And you go for the kids' college tuition. And you want they dirt and they death and they maggots that comes from the caskets too. Okay? So you don't have to play the bigger person. See, they want us to turn the other cheek, because if you turn the other cheek, you allow their power to prosper. We don't do that. When they go low, open the devil's door. Damn Christ. Have a good day.
All right, Al.
I just got to say this. Here's the thing, though, Homer, because I want to be clear to both Al and Pat.
Yes.
Do y'all realize, as black people, we live in a world that profits from black people's outrage?
Yep.
Okay, let me be clear.
That's real talk.
Let me be clear, y'all.
That's
for
real talk.
This world profits from our outrage, because anytime that we, rightfully so, demonstrate outrage, we know the consequences. So what I'm saying is, consider that composure is, contrary to popular belief, actually a form of rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I'm saying to y'all is this to consider, and I'm a Taurus.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about letting them get away with anything. It's about you letting them know you're not going to get my joy. You're not going to get my peace. You're not going to get my energy. It's not about letting things slide. It means responding from wisdom. It means responding from short game versus long game, chess versus checkers.
Yep.
I don't want to go to jail, regardless of who was right or who was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I'm saying is that we are reclaiming the right to be passionate and poised. We can do that at the same time, because both of those things can demonstrate our power. They want us to respond with outrage because they know they're going to profit off of that.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying, think about.
R.N. Kawanda on the YouTube page said, when it's their color, they have freedom of speech, but we supposed to be shh at all times. We're going to try to take the town's call
America.
before we go to our next break. The town, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. You hear the conversation. What's your truth? The town, you're on. What's your truth?
This is the caller, Homer.
Okay. All right. They put the town. All right. So, great morning, caller.
Hey, man. I want to echo what Denise said, because you don't have to be outraged to physically defend yourself. And actually, in martial arts, you're taught to stay calm. So even if you're physically attacked and you're forced to restrain an individual who's being racist, you can still do it from a place of calm, cool, and collectiveness that you can utilize in court. And so we got to the point of having civil rights with both physically defending what we've earned, which is our freedom that we had to physically earn through brave men and women like Harriet Tubman, who fought in the Civil War, and the restraint of Dr. King, who got a chance to show the world what these Confederates are. And so for me, there are a lot of people who about a year ago were defending this movement, and we were yelling all on this station that you're defending the Confederate movement, and this man is saying black people are eating dogs, and that FAFO season that's talked about a lot on a lot of platforms, I'm noticing a lot of those people are returning after finding out what 92% of us knew. When, a lot of people were speaking out and talking about what Vice President Harris's race was. And,
you got about another 20 seconds.
As a district attorney.
You got about another 20 seconds before we have to go to break.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I just want to close it with, you do have the human right to be human, and that's what our ancestors are crying and have been crying for us to do for over a year, when we allowed this criminal to get back in power and to empower the people who are doing these things in our faith that were not before he showed up on the scene.
All right. Thank you very much for the call. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. We'll be black.
Coming with straight truth.
If you acted up, if you were out here doing any kind of foolishness or just something that people know would make your family's name look bad, your neighbor from down the street, if they see the son or daughter, be like, what are you doing? They gonna call you out. They gonna let you know that they saw you, and then they gonna tell you, come here. Now, you know I'm going to tell your daddy.
That part.
There are a lot of times when people are new to an area, they don't know where to plug in. And anybody who plugs in to 101.7 The Truth and listen to you and Dame and Truth Nation would know that there is a significant public outcry when violence happens in our community. Don't worry about the outcry if you're not listening to the right people. So I would encourage her to tune in to 101.7 The Truth and listen to you guys, Denise Thomas, Dr. Ken Harris, Tori Lowe, and definitely Sherwin Hughes every day.
Watch all your favorite 101.7 The Truth shows by subscribing to 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
How is it possible for somebody to be found guilty of something and serve no jail time? How is it possible that someone can get a first offense misdemeanor when it comes to marijuana here in the state of Wisconsin and can face up to 6 months in jail, but 2 men who are convicted of murder get probation? This is not what justice is about. Why does this keep happening, Truth Nation? And why does it always seem like black people die and we don't get the justice that we deserve? How should we react to this? If you commit a crime, you must do the time. If you take somebody's life, you have to pay the cost. I don't care that it was an accident, because it does not make sense to me how someone can be murdered and somehow they get no time. Even if you accidentally kill somebody, you are still a murderer, especially when you plead guilty to felony murder. Marijuana will get you more time in jail than killing somebody, especially when it comes to a black man here in America, unfortunately.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Breaking news, weather, entertainment, and sports. We have it all here. This is 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You are listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM The Truth. It is your girl, DT, the effective communication coach, along with the legendary Homer Blow, and we are so thankful that you are here. You are tuning in. We have had a lot of heat coming in on our YouTube message board. We were talking and discussing. Y'all bear with me, because I promise y'all, I just landed at 1 o'clock in the morning. That's how much I love y'all, because y'all deserve it. So just bear with my vernacular this morning. When we started, we were leading with a viral video from the Brewers game where a now former Manpower attorney was recorded by a Dodgers superfan, also a U.S. military veteran by the name of Ricardo Fasado. And as they're going back and forth, a game, y'all, baseball game, she says, and I quote, "You know what?" After it started to escalate, she said, "You know what? Let's call ICE." And we don't have to get into why she said it, because it resulted in her termination from Manpower, which is headquartered here, global headquarters here in Milwaukee, as well as she, and I'm doing the air quotes, resigned from her board of directors position with Make-A-Wish, Wisconsin. Now, we were talking about reactions, and for a lot of us, rightfully so, we're outraged. And in these situations where the FAFO, I call it, emotional regulation, it doesn't mean that we don't feel. It doesn't mean that we're turning the other cheek. What I'm saying is that consider it, you are in control. You choose how you respond. It's not a weakness. It's actually a form of strength because, again, this world has profited from black people's outrage. Let me give you an example. Because yesterday, I literally did a keynote presentation, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, after the incident at the lounge with the white guy, the racist
That's right.
white guy,
That's right.
if I would have responded with outrage, it would have made his day and a lot of other people's day to see, because for me, and a lot of black folks can relate, if you walk into a room with a suit on, articulate, intelligent, like all of us are, for the most part, that's a threat.
Yeah, it's intimidating to them.
Like, who do you think you are?
Right.
Why are you in this lounge with me? You're supposed to be, whatever. And so if I would have responded with outrage, there would be no more the effective communication coach. My adult children would have had to navigate through that, and I wouldn't be here on air this morning.
Right.
And I would have impacted Homer, Andrew. So it's not about checkers. It's all about chess.
I tell people that.
And the mass incarceration combined with the mass deportation, a lot of that has to do with how we reacted. So I would much rather be able to walk away and be sitting here in front of you, Homer, and being able to have this conversation with Truth Nation.
Absolutely.
And then go on about my day, coach clients, make money, be able to continue to provide for my parents who are now retired, than be in a jail talk about, well, at least I let them know.
Right. Right.
That's all I'm saying.
On the True Talk text page, before we go to the real town online, Stacy Evans, great morning, love you, appreciate you, said morning, just tuned in. Can y'all retell what happened? And we just did that at the ballpark. Also, I hate being surrounded by all that Caucasians, all those, I wasn't sure. Yeah, you would have had 10 stars if it was me. But all that Caucasians at games, that's why I stopped attending. They already look at you like, how they get them seats? And that is a real feeling.
Oh.
That's a real feeling. The town, for real this time. Great morning. Love you, appreciate you. You hear the conversation this morning. What's your truth?
The real town.
Yes.
That sound good.
Yes.
That sound good right there, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Good looking. I'm gonna take that and run with that one, my boy.
Let's go.
For real.
Let's
go. Man, we ain't gonna never win the World Series like this. What? How we gonna win? How we gonna? Oh my goodness, we are done for, man. I mean, my goodness. Hey, all right, let me put that to the side. Now, DT, I want to push back a little bit because, and this is where I'm coming from. Now, if you're person A, right, and you have a problem with person B, right, and then person A knows what person B can or cannot do. Like, if I know your moves before you even make them, that makes me more powerful. I say that to say this. Like, we all black, and we know how white people be getting, and they be doing this stuff. And I agree with you. They do like doing this stuff. They get a kick out of this. You know what I'm saying? They do get a kick out of it. You can tell they do. But when they do it to you, and they don't, and I'm sorry to say this, but I'm going to say it. When they do it to you, and it's not the threat of violence around them, then they act different. Let me say that again. Not actual, just the, you know what I'm saying, just the opportunity. Like, so if that other person says, like, if I go too far, dude might go upside of my head. I don't know if he will or not, because then that's we going into law or whatever like that. But without the threat of it, that puts them in control, in my opinion. Just in my opinion. Because then that tells them they can get away with the microaggressions and a little racist stuff or whatever like that, or say that. Guaranteed, if that lady in Manpower at the time, if she thought that she would not have any repercussions with it, she would be fine with it. She would be fine. It's something that happened between the George Floyd and the uprisings, where for real, that these corporations and these white folks is like, oh, you know what? These guys are not going to bust us upside the head no more, or they're not going to be. They're not, it's going to be all good. I don't understand it, but it's happening, and I don't know. I really don't know, honestly, how do we knock that one out? Because that's a cold game. You talk about chess right there. When you take somebody's ability to be like, well, okay, I can't buck up on you, whatever like that. Not saying it's right. You hear me?
Okay.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying any violence is right or whatever like that.
The real one this time. The real one this time. Wrap it up. We want to make sure that we try to hear and read all the other comments from Truth Nation. So
I just want to see. I just want to know how y'all feel about that.
All right.
What I just said.
All right.
Let me just say this really quick. I'm here this morning in this seat with all these beautiful people because I was able to walk away. I knew what that racist white guy was trying to do, and I was not going to allow him to take away my peace, because here's the thing, the town. Homer Blow, the legendary Homer Blow, is expecting his colleague, his guest co-host, to be in this chair. And now, because I made the decision to stoop to his level, the racist white guy in the airport yesterday, not only have I inconvenienced who I care way more about, Homer, the station, you as a valued listener, my brand, I'm looking at all these things that while I'm sitting in the jail cell, and I'm like, man, I have no power. What power do I have behind bars?
Right.
What influence, what coaching, what have I, all the years that I've worked hard? I'm from Evansville, Indiana. So this ain't nothing new to me. I'm not going to allow people who use their racism, because here's the thing. The town, you weren't there, but I promise you I felt his energy. When I walked away, and looking good too, y'all. I was representing for us. When I walked away, I guarantee you that he was like, damn. I wasn't expecting her. I was expecting her to be all loud and obnoxious and be the angry black woman I was going to call. No, I won. I won because I'm here in this chair and I get to make money today like I like and be on air like I like.
There you
Love
go.
him.
Listen,
I don't know
Sherwin Hughes, the award-winning Sherwin Hughes, The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be up 9 a.m. to noon here on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. He'll be inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown Milwaukee at the Avenue. He left something, and I guess he has them here for a reason. But, when I talk about silver bracelets, this is what I'm talking about. Now, I had no idea that I would see Sherwin Hughes' little private stash. I don't know if he's, he has a stalker, so maybe that's why he has these here in the studio. So, but yeah, but I hear you. I hear you, Sherwin, but we don't want to end up in these, because that's one of the other difference makers. We have a voice, and we can let our voices be heard and not have to end up the way they want to see us, because they're going to go to the fullest extent. They're going to make sure that we have to pay the price yes, I'm pressing charges. Yes, lock them up, this, that, and the other. And that's where DT is saying she wouldn't have been able to get to all of the engagements that she needed to get to. And you're taking us away from.
I have no power behind bars.
Right.
None.
You're taking away our money.
I have zero power behind bars. I have zero impact. I have zero freedom behind bars. And he would get on with his day and say, I got another one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's be real, y'all.
And let's, when we come back, we've got another interesting topic that we need to talk about on today. And it's regarding men.
I love them.
Single and kid-free. men there's a new tradition, a new trend that's happening. Single men, kid-free. Is this the wave of the future? And how will it affect us? And how is it affecting us as a people? Ladies, are you prepared for that? Fellas, how you living? Are we tired of child support? I mean, I don't know. There's so many different. It is
expensive. I ain't gonna lie.
So we got to take care of some bills, but we'll be black. So, ladies, I want to hear your thoughts on this and opinions, your truth, and fellas, definitely want to hear from you.
Ladies.
And never mind. I ain't gonna even say it. We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth. Need a way to hype up your day?
Hey, is this Carolyn?
It is.
Congratulations, Carolyn. You just won this.
Congratulations. Woo!
God is good all the time.
What would you do with $5,000?
I'm going to buy my nieces some school clothes because my nephew just passed away.
Aww.
So I'm going to get them some clothes.
Stay tuned into 101.7 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
It's 101.7 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 10/31 of 2025.
The Humane Animal Welfare Society, HAWS, believes in keeping pets healthy and families together. No one should have to choose between rent and veterinary care. The Wellness Clinic at Hawes Animal Shelter in Waukesha offers important basics of dog and cat care to our community. Pet owners can schedule general exams, sick visits, receive vaccinations, even get preventatives and nail trims. Appointments are available weekdays and can be scheduled by calling 262-542-8852. Contact Hawes of Waukesha today for your pet's care.
It's a bird bash at Potawatomi. Thursdays, you could win up to $50,000 cash in the Bird Bash game show. Just play with your rewards card this October for a chance to win. Wouldn't you like to rake in a huge pile of cash? Bird Bash, only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info at potawatomi.com/birdbash. Must be 21 years old to play.
Your home has been working hard for you. Now it's time to let it work a little harder. With a home equity line of credit from Brewery Credit Union, you can turn the equity you've built into smart solutions. Pay off high-interest debt, remodel your kitchen, or take care of life's unexpected expenses with flexible access to funds when you need them. Apply today and put your home's value to work for you. Visit brewerycu.com or stop by Brewery Credit Union. Equal housing lender. Federally insured by NCUA.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Where? I don't know if that was caught, but that should be a clip in itself.
It was caught.
It should be a clip in itself. As TT, listen, we're black. Welcome to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Listen.
Unexpected visitors.
Yes, and your fight.
That's how I look when I'm walking through a spider web.
All my life, I had to fight.
Right.
I had to fight my dog. These flies every day.
Fight. Kiki, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Not really a city girl, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Curly Q, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Hashtag MKE, great morning, love you, appreciate you. I listen, that caught me off guard for real. I was like, what is happening here? What is happening? And I was concerned about your safety and well-being.
Thank you. At least you had my back, Homer.
Yes,
We're
absolutely. All good now. Okay.
See, that's when you use violence, when there's a fly in your...
That was it.
That's when you do it.
Yeah.
For the non-humans, just... No, let me say it differently, because I don't want PETA after me. It was a fly, y'all, okay? It wasn't an animal. It was like a...
Yeah,
just a little fly.
You know, shout out to everybody who's going through the gnat syndrome.
It's real, dog.
Can't seem to get rid of them.
So real.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we got different situations. Like, okay, look, I done tried everything. I done used the Dawn, the vinegar. I done all that, and they still here.
They're powerful.
I done poured things down the drain, made sure there's no damp tiles.
It's a whole new level.
Yeah.
They're sophisticated now.
Yeah, absolutely. They're resistance. You know what I'm saying? They have formed a like, okay, y'all got us this time, but listen, that was my cousin June. June, I'm
weak.
June spoke to me and said, "Look, this they got some good stuff." Like before June died,
right?
You know what I'm saying? June, like, look, they got some new stuff, but I got some antibodies that I'm going to pass on to you. Like right now.
Our Kawanda said they got COVID and came back stronger.
Right. So they've got COVID-20.
Dude, these non-vertebrates, they are powerful.
Absolutely.
Bigger.
Fellas, listen up. Ladies, listen up. Single and child-free, it's a new thing. It's actually a new thing. Men, single and child-free men are the fastest growing demographic in the U.S. They say they're choosing peace. The men are saying we're choosing peace. So recent findings from a Pew Research Center study indicates that single childless men, especially those not planning to marry, are now among America's fastest growing demographic. The pros and cons, the pros and cons of that, single and child free. I'm telling you, it's almost a catch-22. It's a good thing, but then it's a bad thing because where's the procreation? What does our future look like? And if we are already sometimes looked at as public enemy number one, but did some women push us as men into that mindset?
Absolutely. As a black woman, I take accountability on that. But I think, well, let me not say but, because more brothers, like you said, Homer, are saying, I'm not lonely. I'm just protecting my peace.
Mm-hmm.
And so as more black men are redefining success and they're choosing the healing over the hustle. Because if you've noticed, you see now, like Kirk Franklin has this ongoing roundtable discussion with black men. And the focal points of these conversations, which I'm finding so healthy, and I'm loving seeing these brothers having this ability to be open and transparent, where brothers are saying, look, we got to be able to heal. We got to be able to be healthy. And that might be saying no to society, to traditional ways of having a family. Because for generations, a manhood, especially in our community, was measured by whether or not you had a wife or whether you were a father. But now, to your point, we're seeing this wave of men, and especially black and brown men, who are saying, you know what, my purpose, my fulfillment, and my joy is outside of these traditional boxes, because I've seen, my family, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, my aunties, my uncles, I've never seen them experience peace and happiness. And considering that we just saw D'Angelo, 51 years old.
Yep.
We've got D'Angelo, Irv Gotti, a number of black men, DMX,
under 60,
who are passing under the age of 60. So I think this new generation of black men are saying that I am now prioritizing my peace. It definitely looks different than it did 20 years ago.
And I'm wondering, when single and child free, is it to the degree that they're getting vasectomies, like just early on? Like, so yes, I'm not saying I'm not intimate with women, but I'm going to be proactive instead of being reactive in protecting my peace. Because if they're saying single and child free and they're still involved intimately with women, condoms are not 100% effective. You feel what I'm saying?
I do. Let me ask you this, Homer.
So with that,
and I want to hear from other black men who may feel the same way. Because as a black woman, when I hear a black man say, I'm choosing peace, and I'm choosing peace by staying single and not having children, like, what does that mean? Like, what's the peace from? What does that mean? Is it peace from what? Or is it peace with, what does that mean?
And not really, as City Girl said, is it because more men are choosing each other? I expressed it as diplomatic as I could. I don't believe that it is that in that vein or in that nature. But when we're talking about peace, as much as some women say, and I'm not saying it's not valid in certain situations, that a lot of men appear to just have mean things to say about women and be like, they this, they that. And I think some of those points are absolutely valid.
Black women.
Yes.
Let's keep it 101.7 the truth, because I rarely hear black men say anything bad about white
where
women.
I'm going. But
I'm just keeping it.
And that's where I'm going. So it's like the slander, and ladies, before you try to do the mirror, I understand, but we're just speaking of it. Let black men speak. And it's after you keep hearing like, well, you got to get my nails done, you got to get my hair done, you got to, just to take you out on a date. It's like, so you're showing that you're dependent already without even, we don't know each other. I don't even know if I'm going to really like you. I was attracted to you from just seeing you or maybe talking to you. So now I want to go out, but you want the man to be the traditional man role, and he don't know if you're going to vibe with him, and you don't know, vice versa. So why am I doing all of this? Because if we said, ladies, all right, you like me? Okay, I need you to send me a Cash App so I can get my hair done and keep, groomed the reason that you like me. Ladies, I need you to buy this new suit that I want. I got this suit, and it's going to be $450 or it's going to be $800. And, of course, I only wear J-Bone, so I need you to go on and send another $200 to $300 for that. And the woman's going to be like, you must be out your damn mind. But we get these unrealistic, and some men actually do it. And I think you're dumb for doing it, in my opinion. But I think it's tired of, a lot of men are tired of the complaints. It's like you can't do nothing right. You can't do anything right. And nobody wants to be in that position to whereas just me opening my mouth. Why are you even talking? We're like, damn.
Bye, Felicia.
That part, Andrew. Thank you. So, again, I think it's a bunch of those, and then just hearing, what is it, Kevin Samuels? This is really Kevin Samuels reincarnated. When some of the women that he would talk to and be like, well, this is why this is that way. You're never going to find somebody. A black man that has this, he doesn't want you. You're used. You're not giving him anything new. You're giving him recycled. Now you done went through and got your body torn up. You done went through and got your mind torn up. But now you want to come to me and get it right. Right? No. You got some underlying issues, and you didn't get that cancer. You didn't get no chemo. You didn't get no radiation to get a lot of that stuff up out of you. And I'm not here to be your caretaker. Now we got to take care of some bills. Light the lines up, Truth Nation. 833-212-1017. And I can't wait to let DT come back and give her truth on what I said and what I think a lot of black men are saying. We'll be black.
Everybody is fighting.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Join us for the Greater Milwaukee Urban League's annual Black and White Ball on November 1st at the Bear Center. This elegant evening supports vital programs in employment, education, and economic opportunity for our community. Enjoy an unforgettable performance by national recording artist Sean Hinton and step out in your finest black and white attire and be part of something transformative. It's not too late to be a sponsor or reserve your seats by visiting gmul.org. That is gmul.org. The Black and White Ball. Brighter futures together.
Join the roar of 18,000 Bucks fans at Fiserv Forum and be a part of the slam dunks, game-changing plays, and electrifying victories live. Witness the edge-of-your-seat action and unforgettable moments as they happen. You don't want to miss this. Grab your calendar, handpick your favorite matchups, and secure your seats for Dame time in Milwaukee and every incredible moment that comes next at bucks.com/tickets. That's bucks.com/tickets.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 101.7 The Truth.
I want you to really stress the importance of having an ethnically diverse blood supply. But I guess, what do you say to people that, for whatever reason, are apprehensive about giving blood?
It's not by accident that we are building this fixed donation site right in the heart of this Halyard Park, Harambe neighborhood. And to your point, our black and brown donors, it probably represents the smallest demographic in our donor base. That's attributed to multiple reasons. For those of us that understand the history, there is a lot of underlying mistrust of the healthcare system. And quite frankly, there's already challenges with how busy people are, how accessible they are to even know where to go to donate blood. And let's face it, a lot of folks are scared of needles, right? But when they get through all of that, the importance, I think, is a heavier burden on our black and brown communities, because there are a lot of different blood diseases that require what I'll call more of a match in blood that only comes from people of similar ethnicities. Something that's specific to our black donors and patients is something that I think your listeners are very familiar with: sickle cell disease. The only therapy that get them through their day-to-day life is blood transfusions. And it's not just a what I'll call average or normal blood type or blood transfusion. It's actually a specific blood with a specific type called RO blood. And this RO blood typically only comes from people of African descent and Hispanic descent. And so that's why it's so important that our donor base is diverse, so that it helps our ethnically diverse patient population.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
Still have an accident on the Rock Freeway northbound, just about past Sunny Slope Road. We do have everything off on the left shoulder, and tow trucks are on the scene, so should be out of there pretty soon, but watch for the delays from Moreland Road to that point. We've also got some backups on westbound 94 coming out of the Zoo interchange all the way to Moreland Road. There's a broken down vehicle there, but that one's out of traffic. We do still have this broken down vehicle on northbound 894 to westbound 94 in the Zoo interchange. It's a broken down vehicle blocking the left lanes. That's going to be affecting your ride there. Eastbound 94, watch for delays from 84th to 35th Street. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, partly sunny skies, a slight chance for an afternoon shower, a high of 64. Tonight, slight chance of showers continue. Mostly cloudy skies, a low of 56. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Truth Summit 2025 is presented by 1MKE, hosted by 101.7 The Truth and Good Karma Brands, happening Saturday, November 15th at Thrive on King, located at 2153 North Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive here in Milwaukee. Doors will open at 9:30 a.m. Panel discussion will begin at 10 a.m. There will be free and interactive community events going on. It'll be moderated by The Truth award-winning 101.7's The Own, Dr. Ken Harris. You can catch him from 4 to 6 p.m., Truth in the Afternoons with Dr. Ken Harris. So make sure on Saturday, November 15th, you're at Thrive on King, 2153 North Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive here in Milwaukee. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. The panel discussions begin at 10 a.m. We hope to see you there. Come on out and support and get some great information. We're black. Now it's time for DT to, I wish we had some Kevin Samuel clips lined up. Cause we like, and he don't want you. Why do you want? Well, I want a man that got, he got to have 6 figures. You've got an excessive weight figure. That's how Kevin Samuels would be like.
I mean, Kevin Samuels was a lifestyle image consultant.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started discovering Kevin Samuels, my initial reaction to a lot of what I was seeing was offense.
Mm-hmm.
However, over the recent, I don't know, for whatever reasons, his videos keep coming up, the algorithms for whatever reason. I think I know why, but we'll get into that later. There's a lot of things that he says that I'm like, no cap. I didn't hear any lies. I think for a lot of black women that, including myself, that were initially or are offended by Kevin Samuels, may he rest in peace.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah.
Sometimes the truth hurts. And then sometimes Kevin Samuels, it wasn't what he was saying, it was the delivery.
Yeah.
Because his delivery sometimes was,
raw.
It was harsh. Going back to the question that you presented earlier, I am all for black men choosing peace.
Mm-hmm.
I am not, nor will I ever be a black man, but I have co-raised one through the support of my son's village, my parents, etc. And I'm all about black men focusing on their peace. I will say this, when black women, and I tend to not try to make monolithic statements, but I'll say this, when black women choose peace, it's about self-care. What I'm fearful of is that black men, when they say they're choosing peace, they're avoiding it, the realities, they're using it as a protest or an avoidance. And that to me would be the only problem that I have with the headline that black men are choosing to be single and child-free. Because again, when sisters, we do it, and we're doing it now, the soft life, the slow mornings, it has everything to do with self-care.
For black men, I believe it's the same for not all black men, but for a lot of black men.
Well, then
I think it's
you can't
kinda
say
the same.
I'm doing this because I'm tired of black women. I'm tired because then that's avoidance.
Well, they didn't say they were tired of black women.
Who didn't?
In this single and peace, single and they want peace. That's not saying
it may
that.
not have necessarily been in that article, Homer. But I have amplified my active listening skills when I watch these forums, these open forum discussions, and I'm hearing a significant number of black men expressing their frustration with black women from a romantic relationship standpoint. Whether it was in that article or not, I know what I heard.
Right.
And so my thing is, if we say we want emotional, attached, or open men, but we are not allowing black men to be vulnerable, I can understand why there's been a lot of like, you know what, I'll just be single. My only thing is that if single black men that are choosing to not have children are the highest growing demographic in this country, that may also be a result of intentional systemic racism to decrease the population of not only the black race, but dismantling the black community in terms of family.
Yeah, and that can absolutely end up being one of the downers, which I kind of alluded to earlier. But again, some black men prefer to be non-confrontational. And when we choose that, it's like a lot of women, in my opinion, and no triggers for men. And there are some that will push all of those triggers. And while they're pushing and pulling those triggers, they'll be like, they know what their the reaction is that they're trying to get, and they'll say things like, "Yeah, now hit me, now do this, now do that." So you know what you're doing. So you're pushing the red button on purpose. And there are a lot of us, I know for me, that are able to restrain ourselves and not fall for the button push, no matter how deep. And listen, a lot of women's tongues are Ginsu knives. They will slice us up and think nothing of it. And it's hard to end up trying to keep that composure and be like, nope. The same thing that we're talking about, and this is how it correlates to the original thing we're talking about at the Brewers American Family Field situation, where it's like how you handle that. A lot of men that know how to handle it the way that I do, that's why we don't see Sherwin's little silver bracelets coming onto our arms. But there are a lot of men that have some mental health issues or just do have a zero tolerance for any kind of disrespect, even when some women may feel like, I ain't disrespect you. Even saying it with such an attitude, that's disrespectful. If we're going to communicate effectively, then we need to be able to have that. We need to be able to converse. We need to be able to have these communications without, so what you trying to say? And it's that extra attitude, in my opinion, that has created that where, you know what, I'm not going to win this. So then you get what Eddie Murphy had at the end of the movie, his stand-up Raw. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Because we don't want to. We like, can't we all just get along? That's why we can end up saying, okay, we had this argument. All right, we had this disagreement. Now, let's move forward. We talked about it. Now, I'm not done. And now we get put on P punishment. And that's
P. Oh, okay. It hit me. It hit me. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
Now we got to deal with P punishment. And that's not good, because a lot of women that say that, well, we know men are simple, this, that, and the other. We want some simple things, but those that are men, and I'm not talking about the little boys, I'm not talking about the ones that are not upright and doing what they're supposed to do or should be doing. I'm talking about the ones that are, and we still get treated sometimes like the other ones who are not showing that they are king, not showing that they are here to make sure that our woman or women are taken care of just as a whole, black women as a whole. Like, I'm going to respect you. I still open doors. I still say, you know what I mean? Those type of brothers. And a lot of them are tired of running into the attitude, like at the gate, and all of a sudden take care of me, and I ain't even showed you that I'm worthy of you being taken care of. You got 6 kids, and all of them have different fathers, and they're all stair steps. Now, what type of life decisions was she making? Okay,
I'm gonna keep it real with you, Homer.
Yep.
I'm exhausted when it comes to this topic. There's an array of emotions, and as a single black female who is about to hit a major milestone, 50, which is a blessing if I make it, Lord willing.
Well, you're going to be 90-something or 100-something years old.
I received that. I at this moment, even as a talk radio co-host, I don't have a lot of input on this subject because I'm exhausted. I have been asked out by black men over the past 3 months. 3 different black men over the age of 50 have asked me out on a date, which I was very flattered and humbled by. And I obliged. I didn't say, I was like, hey, I think it's flattering. It's a compliment when someone, whether it's based on your physical appearance or what they hear you may say, you know, in a restaurant or in a public place, to then want to get to know you and take you on a date, etc. This is what I'm finding is, and even this last date that I went on about a month ago, and I know I'm going to get a lot of smoke for this. I don't care. It's my choice. I do what I want. Look, they're like, that's the, listen, it's not about doing what I want. It's about my boundaries. Okay, dating at the age of 20 and 30 is completely different when you're single.
Correct.
Dating at 50.
Correct.
So this brother asked me out, and he let me know his age, 58. After asking me out over the phone, and I said, I would love to go to dinner with you. I'm trying to be that peaceful, black, because black men, y'all deserve that. I'm trying to be the understanding, peaceful black
Can
woman.
we get some applause for that? Thank you. It's great when we hear some women say that. Okay.
And I didn't hear from him after that. Okay? So the day of the date, because he asked me about a week prior to the actual date that he scheduled. And are you putting the Oscar music on me?
Yeah.
See, this is why I don't like.
Break time. But you know what? You're gonna have a segment when we come back. You're gonna have a segment.
And then y'all wonder why black women did. See, I'm trying to be calm.
We'll be black. I think.
Oh, now you're gonna put the Oscar music on.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth. Need a way to hype up your day?
Hey, is this Carolyn?
It is.
Congratulations, Carolyn. You just won this.
Congratulations. Woo!
God is good all the time.
What would you do with $5,000?
I'm going to buy my nieces some school clothes because my nephew just passed away. So I'm going to get them some clothes.
Stay tuned into 101.7 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Ready to hit the road in your new car? At Brewery Credit Union, we make it easy with affordable payment options on auto loans designed to fit your budget. Whether it's a brand new ride or the perfect used vehicle, we'll help you get behind the wheel faster. With flexible terms, quick approvals, and personalized service you can trust. Don't wait. Start your journey today. Apply online at brewerycu.com or visit us at Brewery Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
All you have is one chance after an accident, one decision on who to call, one shot to get the help you need. Don't waste it on the one offer you get from your insurance company. Make the one call to Gruber Law Offices. It's the only one you'll need to make. Call us today. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
It's 101.7 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 10/31 of 2025.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
The 24th annual Anavo event is coming. Sharp's Literacy Yearly Fundraiser will happen on October 28th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Baird Center. Green Bay Packers all-time leading receiver and Super Bowl champion Donald Driver will be the featured guest and keynote speaker. Funds raised at Anavo event will support the delivery of Sharp's team-based education program to thousands of K-3 through 5th grade students and educators across Milwaukee, Waukesha, Racine. For tickets, visit sharpliteracy.org. That's sharpliteracy.org. We're black, and it's time to, we had to turn the eye down so we could take a break. But
listen,
I want you to reheat. You get what I'm saying? We're going to put you in the microwave. We're going to put you in the microwave.
Truth Nation.
So let's go.
I had to educate my light-skinned brother, Andrew, because he's like, I'm doing my job. Yes, you are. But listen, black women.
I got you.
We got a whole lot, too, that we're unpacking.
I know. So let's start cooking. Let's go ahead. The pot.
But I'm going to get you there, Andrew, because I love you. I'm going to get you there. You're going to be so qualified that black women are going to be DMing you after I get done with you, okay? Because it's an educational process. I'm not Sherwin. I'm not Homer Blow. I'm not Tory Lowe. I am D to the T. All right.
Period. Damn.
And you know I'm going through perimenopausal too, so now y'all ain't threw my thought process off because I got brain fog. But anywho, for a lot of us as women, as black women, as black ladies, when we hear a man say, I'm choosing peace, the immediate question is, are you choosing peace as part of your healing, or are you choosing peace as part of rejecting us? And so that's why I asked the question earlier to you, Homer, and to other black men who are listening, what does peace mean to you? Because you deserve peace. And I just want to know, is it recovery? Is it freedom? Is it protection? All of which is valid. I just want to understand. So going back to my earlier story, put that Oscar music on again if you want to. Homer's over here laughing. So I didn't hear from him. And my immediate reaction was, or thought process was, Homer, I just want to make sure he's okay. I'm confident enough to where I'm not going to be like, oh, he ghosted me, or, he's trying to be are you okay? So I called him and he answered, and, oh, yes, we're still on. Oh, I look forward to it. Now, these are some things that he said to me as Denise, not as a black woman, but as Denise, that I was like, flag on the play. He was like, I got my car washed. I was like, are we going to prom? What is this, 1992? And they said, he goes, it's been a while since I've been on a date. And I told my team, you're telling people at work about this date? Okay. And they're so excited and happy for me. And I was like, okay. So he says, I tell you what, you pick the place and wherever you want to go. And I said, well, I live in such and such area in Dallas. Would you mind meeting me here? Absolutely not. I said, okay, well, I'll make a reservation at blank location. I'm following his lead, okay? He said he wanted to do this. Fast forward, let me get to the reason why. Watch all the brothers chime in, Homer. This is why when he arrived, I left. Go ahead and play the dun-dun-dun, because, Andrew, I know people are like, here we go, a black woman can't be, she ain't never satisfied. Let me tell you why. I left. The date was scheduled at 7 p.m. I arrived right at like 6:58, because for me, when you're early, you're on time. When you're on time, you're late. And everybody who knows me knows I'm very, very, very adamant about punctuality. I get into the restaurant. I take a seat because I had made the reservations. I take a seat. 7:02, 7:05, 7:07. Now I'm starting to get a little anxious. 7:09, my phone rings. Not exaggerating. Not a text saying, I'm on my way, I'm running late. My apologies, looking forward to seeing you. None of that. And what is my role, Homer?
Hey, you're
what is my role?
Communication coach.
And where did he meet me? He met me at a speaking engagement.
That part. So he knew.
That's like dating a dentist and coming on a date with funky breath.
Right.
Okay, so he already knew, at least I know she's big on communication, which he did nothing of that. So he walks in at 7:09. This just happened 2 or 3 weeks ago. No, I'm sorry. He called me and didn't say, he didn't communicate that he was running late. And this is the first thing he said. I'm going to make up a street. Right. I'm on Elm and Oak. And I'm trying to find parking. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Are you kidding me right now? I said, I'm already mad because he hasn't even acknowledged the fact that he's late.
Right.
He hasn't communicated. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. He's like, oh, okay, well, I'm now, of course, he doesn't talk like that, but that's how it sounded to me. He was like, I'll be there in a minute. Didn't even acknowledge. So he walks in now. It's about 7:12, 7:13. My energy is off.
As it should be.
Off. This is how the conversation went. I'm gonna land the plane, y'all. So he walks in. I'm like, well, maybe he'll come in with flowers or something. Nothing. He stands up. Didn't even acknowledge, oh my gosh, you look beautiful. You look nice. Because, gentlemen, we don't just shower and shave, okay? It's a process for us. We take a lot of time, the ladies do, to get ready. And I was looking good. And so he sits down, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to call him John. I was like, John, I'm going to be fully transparent. I'm going to leave. And he kind of looked at me, and I said, this is why. And I broke it down the same way I shared with y'all.
Absolutely.
And I said, can I ask you a personal question? He said, yes. I said, do you have any children? He said, as a matter of fact, I have 2 adult daughters. I said, if your daughters called you and just shared with you what I just shared with you, what would you tell them? His immediate reaction was, I would tell them to get up and leave. I said, okay, so good. We're on the same page. And he said, this is where he started to try to like defend himself. And this is where it goes to the healing part. He says, you know, Denise, I didn't grow up with a father. You are almost 60 years old and you haven't healed or gotten over the absence, and you are asking women like me out. And when I say like me, you know what? I'm not going to defend my confidence. When I say like me, you know what I mean when I say I like me. I take care of my appearance. I respect black men. I am a lady.
Yes, absolutely.
I am a lady.
Right.
Intentionally. And so he said, well, at least let me, because I had ordered my food at like 7:09 because I was like, I'm not doing this. And I was ready to pay for my meal. He said, well, at least let me take care of the bill. And I said, fine. I was so upset because I was like, when will this insanity end? And I'm wondering, like, why are you asking women out when you're telling me that you are still broken after something that happened 40, 50 years ago?
Right.
Not denying that it's impactful, but why are you dating if you're not ready to and wasting my time? So fast forward, my girlfriend was like, if you don't hear from him in 24 hours.
Yeah, red flags. There were several from what you were saying and how it went, the whole thing. There were several red flags. So, yeah, you were not wrong.
Thank you.
In your thought process.
And Homer, can
communication
I just ask you this?
Is the most important thing.
Can I just ask you this? Because the reason why I don't have a lot of input in this conversation, I know we're wrapping up, is because on one hand, I know that I still have I have resentment based on previous experiences, but I also am healing because I know that I did a lot of wrong things. And I just hope that we as black people start to have more collective conversations and not have these siloed all black men and all black women conversations because we need to get in a space where we can express ourselves collectively. And to me, that's where the healing is going to end because I'm about to be 50. And again, I ain't Holly Berry, but I know what I bring to the table, and both intellectually, physically, all that. And I'm just like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Absolutely. Good. But, again, that's where I feel like these conversations need to be had, and I have a platform where I do these, and it's like perceptions versus reality, men versus women, but not in the traditional sense of, because we, no, it's like perceptions versus reality. A lot of times we have preconceived notions about, well, this is how this person feel, that's how this person feel, but it's like, no, it's totally opposite. The way some women take certain things are different than the way the man takes it. It's like, you should have did this, but like, we may have needed a reminder.
Well, I'll tell you this, Homer. I know we got to close. I am fully prepared. I'm not saying that's my desire, but I'm fully prepared to be single for the rest of my life.
Yep.
Whatever God has in store, but I am totally prepared because I am tired.
I got you.
I'm tired. I know my worth. I know what I bring.
Absolutely. And you shouldn't settle for less. And I get that.
Thank you, Papa Hun, and thank you, Babar. I appreciate your kind words.
Yep. Any other last words, or that was your wrap up?
I love black men. I love all men, especially black men. Can we just please, y'all, heal? Let's heal the resentment. And because I'm not excited to know that single men are choosing to be single and child-free, because what's happened to the black population?
That part. If it's meant to be, I will talk to everybody sometime next week here on Truth in the Morning. Of course, DT, you'll be black tomorrow along with Dame Elsie.
Dame, yes.
So
I love you, Homer. Can't wait to celebrate you Saturday.
I love you more.
Can we clone some Homer so I don't have to be single for the rest of my life?
Hey!
Can we clone some?
Andrew can create the machine. The award-winning 1017 The Truth with Sherwin Hughes is up next. Love you, babes. Talk to my agent. I am up out of here. Peace.
Come in with straight truth.
Everything got a message. I'll say this. Y'all can't be tired if y'all still messing with the negative energy. Every day I get on and say, the power of the tongue. Impulsive negative thoughts, reacting. And these kids watching you reacting all wild and crazy. The programming you watching on TV. The music. And now, like Security Mike said, it's popular to pop somebody. It's popular now. And these kids coming back to somebody's house. They coming to eat a meal at somebody's house. They hanging out with somebody in the neighborhood.